Welcome back, sports fans. We got Sunday Night Football. Ravens at Jaguars. Baltimore's favored by a field goal in this one. I'm Chris Billings, joined by Nick Kerr, Tony Parlay Reyes. Tony, let's start with you. Talk to us about Ravens and Jaguars.
A really good matchup of two teams in the AFC playoff picture. Man, Ravens had a really exciting game against the Rams last weekend. Went back and forth. A lot closer than I thought. I thought the Ravens were going to take care of them. McVay in the East Coast time zone is just amazing. Ravens defense, I think McDonald might be one of the best defensive coordinators in the league already. And the Jaguars just feel like false. Like, they just feel like I'm sold something that it never delivers. It's like always never as good as promised. And I'm like, okay, like I'm going to buy in. Like, okay, this Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley thing, this is legit. Like, he is just slicing defenses up. Then I watch him and I'm just like, and I feel like the loss against the Bengals is the perfect example. And it's like, even though he did get injured in that game, they were like, it was touchdown for touchdown with a backup quarterback, Jake Browning. And I was like, the Jags should have easily won that game, but they ended up losing in overtime. And so I just don't feel like they're like a team that's really well put together. So, man, all that being said, I'm going to take the Ravens laying 3 on the road. And I think they go ahead and make a statement in primetime here. And they go ahead and win this game by 10 points.
Wow. All right. It's a lot more credit than I would give them, but I'm still taking Baltimore. Yeah, the Jags team, like, part of their success early in the season was that Trevor Lawrence wasn't turning the ball over anymore. And that's very much changed the last few weeks with the Jags team, where they're inconsistent, they're turning the ball over, they struggle on third downs, and to Tony's point, a Ravens defense is one of the best in the league right now. Their secondary probably is the best in the league right now, and so that's just those are ball hawking opportunities for a quarterback that already has turnover issues, which are starting to rear their ugly head again. So give me the Ravens. I will say this, though, would not be surprised if this was a game that the Ravens they have these games from time to time where they just come out and completely shit the bed. And this seems like a perfect game for them to do that, to go into Jacksonville, where no one's probably going to be picking the Jags in this game. Everyone's going to be picking the Ravens, and for them to just completely come out and blow it. And then suddenly the AFC playoff picture gets even more muddled. So who knows? That leaves us with Nick Kerr. Talk to us about Ravens and Jags.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of the points you guys were making. I would love for the Ravens to come out and fucking shit the bed. That'd be great. But I don't think so. I expect Lamar Jackson to have a really good game, because he had 300 yards last week. If he goes for over 300 this week, it'll be the second time in his career that he's done it in back-to-back weeks. And against his Jags secondary, I think it's very possible, because they're second worst in the league. The last 3 games, they've given up 300 yards to CJ Stroud, Jake Browning, and Joe Flacco. So I think Lamar could have one of those games. On the other side of things, I think the Ravens defense lately has struggled. So I think with Trevor Lawrence in this offense, this could end up being a shootout and the Ravens win by a late field goal, which could make this a push. But I think the Ravens defense is better than the Jags, so I'm going to go with the Ravens here.
All right. That concludes Sunday Night Football Week 15. We'll be back tomorrow with our Monday Night Football picks. We got the Eagles going up against the Seahawks. We'll go a little more in depth on that one. So everyone, enjoy your Sunday night. Catch you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching the Sports Budz. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.